Hey, what's up? It's Tree. Oh, it's been a minute since we sat down to chat. Do you have some time? Do you have like a drink nearby, some water, or like a blanket maybe? Because we definitely need to catch up. So the last video I made was 6 months into my tattoo apprenticeship. If you haven't watched that video, you should definitely go and check it out. But that was July of last year. It is currently May 2026. So a lot has happened since then. If I had to categorize the last half of my year, especially the last quarter of my tattoo apprenticeship, I would title it hardship or challenges. It really was one thing after another. The rest of my summer went really well, and into the fall we stayed really busy. We had a bunch of events. There was like Smoky Mountain Bike Week, and that's always really big and fun. And we did a convention in Sevierville in August, and so like lots of good things. And as we got into the fall, I started having more personal things happen in my family. October is a big month of loss and grief for me and my husband. Anyways, we have our firstborn daughter that we lost in the end of October. This year will be 5 years, but on that date last year in 2025, my grandfather suddenly passed away, and that was very devastating for my whole family. He definitely was a big rock to all of us in different ways, and I miss him so much. But I definitely aspire to make him proud in everything that I do. So I just used that to try to carry me forward, but it definitely kind of stopped me in my tracks for a little bit. I didn't stop tattooing. I think I took like a week off, but yeah, just trying to wrap my mind around that loss. And then at the same time, the day before, my younger sister had gone into the hospital. She and her boyfriend at the time were like working on her car in my dad's driveway, and then all of a sudden my sister Darcy, who was like 7 months pregnant at the time, started having these really awful bad like chest pains and thought that she was having like a heart attack. Like I'm pretty sure her arms started going numb and all the things. And so they call an ambulance and get her to the hospital, and she starts having these seizures, like really bad. Like it was just a lot. And another thing to preface for all of that, my younger sister Darcy is like a mental handicap. She has intellectual disabilities, and she's very capable and biggest heart of gold I've ever met. Love her so much. But that's just another layer to all of the struggles of things that begin to unfold. So Darcy spent a week in the hospital at UT, and they were doing all the tests, CT scans. Like there was a neurologist that she was seeing who told us that it's not seizures that she's having. It's not showing that on any of the scans or anything. So it must be stress related. Well, come to find out, her boyfriend, we had been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, we always are going to do that for anybody. Me and my family were very loving and accepting, and we just want the best for everybody. But this guy was very much proving himself to not be a good fucking guy, being very controlling and coercive of my sister. And just then one day, I think shortly before this whole seizure stuff, he had just showed up at my mom's house and just started staying there and like living there without telling anybody or asking anybody. He was just there and never left. And so that was crazy. And on top of that, okay, he worked at Little Caesars with my best friend. And so I was able to get some insight from her about how he is just leaving work all the time, leaving in the middle of shift and like not coming back for a couple hours and not being able to explain anything. And then he's just like calling in sick all the time. He's never showing up when he's supposed to, and totally fucking her over, leaving the store to her all by herself. Like it was just a whole big mess. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you hiding, dude? Like, it just kept snowballing, and we kept finding out things that were worse and worse and worse. Like, also, like, saying that my sister Darcy's car, that's their car, and like, so just mooching off of her in any way that he possibly can, off of everybody in any way that he possibly can. So anyways, it was this whole big thing, and we ended up kicking him out of my mom's house. And then, oh my gosh, Darcy stops having the seizures. Would you look at that? Things started to calm down a little bit after that point. But by this point, she's also very pregnant. In the beginning of their relationship, or close to it, they had convinced each other that it would be a great idea to have a baby. You can't have any idea what you're getting yourself into, but she especially really couldn't wrap her mind around what all she was signing up for, as badly as she wanted it. And she's a great mom, but she bit off a lot more than she could chew. And that's okay, because she has the support of me, my sister, my mom. She lives with my mom, and my mom works from home, and so, we're able to make it work. But she had a very traumatic pregnancy. Like, the seizures slowed down, but it's kind of a thing now where anything stress and trauma related, it brings them back. When she was in the hospital and all of this was still going on, and we lost my grandfather, and we had to tell her. A few hours later, she went into a seizure episode so severe she lost her memory. She didn't know who she was, or where she was, or what a hospital was, or that she was even pregnant. They asked her who the president was, and they said, "Do you know what a president is?" And she looked at my mom like she was an animal when she walked in the room. She's like, "You." It was horrifyingly scary for a little bit. Really weren't sure if we were going to get her back, but we did. We were able to start having conversations to trigger memories and smells of things. I brought some stuff from her house and all of that good stuff. So her memory came back, and we were able to go home like a week later after her staying in the hospital. And so things start to settle down, and then at the end of December, she has the baby. Everything went well, and she did great. She did so awesome. I'm so proud of her. And so, yeah, that's a lot of my life. I play a big part in helping my sister in anything that I possibly can. I help her try to keep up with her finances because she really can't understand numbers. It's really a foreign language to her. She really can't get past like kindergarten math. Adding and subtracting is hard, type thing. She really can't get money or time or numbers. Like, it just doesn't compute. She's really gifted in a lot of other ways. She's a caregiver, is capable of a lot of things, and I'm super proud of her. But it is like it has to be a constant check-in. Otherwise, she's like off doing something crazy, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, what are you doing? None of that has been stopping or hindering or holding me back from anything in my tattoo career. It is just stuff on my plate that I help take care of behind the scenes. When I get home, I'm not done working. But it's a blessing to get to play that role in her life and get to help my mom in that way, and get to be there for her baby, my sister's baby, in that way. And so, like, it's a beautiful thing. It just is a lot on my plate. But I'm getting to the point where it doesn't really stress me out so bad anymore like it was in the fall and in the winter. Like, I was honestly having a really hard time. And that's why I kind of took a break from the videos, is because I was like, I'm just can't be there right now. And that's okay. Yeah, here's some cool ass tattoos I've been doing in the meantime. Like, throughout all of this, I've been getting some freaking awesome people bringing me awesome projects, and I could not be more ecstatic about that. Okay, so January, though, all of this crazy stuff happens, and then the baby comes in the end of December, and then January hits, and it is time for my apprenticeship to end. I think it was like January 3rd, maybe, or maybe like the 5th or something like that I was able to sign the papers to graduate out of my apprenticeship. And like, oh my gosh, it was such an amazing feeling. It's really surreal. It's really like, is this actually happening? And I still feel that way sometimes. I'm still like, pinch me, like, what? Am I dreaming right now? But it's amazing, and I would not trade it for anything. It's definitely worth all of the hard work. It was definitely worth every late night that I stayed up drawing and getting things ready so that I could kick ass the next day. Like, it definitely is worth every blood, sweat, tear, like every sacrifice, every just showing up anyways, even when you don't want to. Like, it is worth every little bit of uncertainty of what the next day may hold. And I just know that this is for me. And so it's really fulfilling to get to say, like, I'm a full-time, fully licensed artist now, and it's really freaking cool. So now that you're caught up to speed, I have more things to tell you about. I've gone to like 2 conventions in the last month, But I think that should be for a whole nother video. I might start a new series now that the apprenticeship is a previous chapter. And so sorry there weren't more videos about that, but yeah, let me know if you like these types of videos. I really enjoy sitting down and talking with you guys and kind of having some fun things to throw up on the side there. But oh yeah, I've also started vlogging, like just authentic family daily life shit on TikTok. So if you want to check those out, definitely go follow me over there. I'm trying to build up all my socials. So if you want to like, comment, share, subscribe, so much appreciated. Love you guys so much. I hope you have a fan-freaking-tastic day, and I'll catch you later.